So, what is the MMA program? It's a $3,500 web-based software program to help you 1. Reduce the length of your mortgage, 2. Reduce the total interest paid on your mortgage, 3. Manage your monthly cash flows. The money management account has 4 major components, the first and foremost being your free cash flow from your monthly income, or otherwise known as your discretionary income. The second is the first mortgage on your home. The third is an advanced line of credit, or HELOC, home equity line of credit. And fourth is the money management account software from United First Financial. The United First Financial internet website shows an example in a promotional video of John and Rebecca Jones. This couple has a $200,000 home mortgage at 6%. They also have available to them a $60,000 home equity line of credit at 8.6%. Their normal mortgage payment is $1,199.10 per month. Their discretionary income is $1,000 per month. This $1,000 per month could be applied to the mortgage balance. The video on the United First Financial webpage can be seen at the link below. United First Financial defines the discretionary income as the monthly income minus the living expenses. In this case, it's $1,000 per month. This slide shows the effects of $1,000 prepayments to John and Rebecca Jones' mortgage. You can see that the payoff in years drops from 30 to 10.1, and the total interest paid drops from $231,677 to just $67,407. This is the effect of adding $1,000 per month to the mortgage payment until it's completely paid off. Here's a list of options available to John and Rebecca Jones that the typical United First Financial salesman doesn't show you. The first example, which they do show you, is a conventional mortgage with no prepayments. The second option is using the MMA system, taking the $1,000 per month in discretionary income and applying that to the mortgage. Their examples do not usually account for the $3,500 software cost. The examples they don't show you is not buying the system, but still applying the $1,000 a month to the mortgage. The last option that they don't show you is taking the $3,500 that you would have spent on the software, applying it to the mortgage, as well as the $1,000 a month prepayments. This slide from the United First Financial website presentation shows that John and Rebecca Jones still owe $197,543 with a conventional mortgage with no prepayments. This is after just 1 year. What the United First Financial presentation fails to mention is that the $1,000 in discretionary income per month was either saved, invested, or spent on other items. The United First Financial website fails to mention where the $12,000 in discretionary income went. If this money were saved, then the net debt of John and Rebecca Jones would be $185,543. This slide comes from the United First Financial website presentation and shows that just after 1 year, the mortgage debt from John and Rebecca Jones is equal to $176,000 plus about $9,000 on the HELOC, resulting in total debt after the first year of $185,454. Let's go back to our example where we just paid $1,000 per month extra on our mortgage with no MMA account. You can see that after 1 year, the total debt is $185,208. This is actually $246 less than using the MMA software. Now I'm sure you're asking yourself why, when you use the money management account from United First Financial, that your total interest costs for the first year are $246 more than just using the prepayment method to your mortgage. The software is apparently not as advanced as one has been led to believe. The money management account prompts the user to borrow on an average daily basis $9,424 at 8.6% to apply against the mortgage at 6%. This reverse leveraging, caused by an apparent software glitch, cost the MMA user $246 in the first year alone. No matter how you shuffle money between accounts, you can't save money borrowing at 8.6% on a long-term basis to prepay a loan at 6%. The next option that the MMA United First Financial representative will never show you is to actually take the $3,500 software cost and immediately apply that to your mortgage. After the first year, the total debt is $181,493. The option of not buying the software for $3,500 and applying that to your mortgage, as well as making the $1,000 a month prepayments, amounts to a savings of $3,962 over the United First Financial MMA plan. So let's summarize the examples. In the first example, where we make no prepayments, we still have $197,543 in debt, but we also have $12,000 in cash, investments, or another spending that we had throughout the year. If we use the MMA plan, we have $185,454 in debt. If we didn't do anything fancy, never bought the MMA program, and just prepaid our mortgage $1,000 a month with our discretionary income, we'd have a debt of $185,208. If we didn't do anything fancy, and we had the $3,500 to invest in the software, but instead prepaid our mortgage and used our $1,000 in discretionary income per month to prepay our mortgage, then our total debt after the first year would be $181,493. The typical United First Financial distributor claims that the system will not affect a person's lifestyle. This is patently false. What happens is that all of the discretionary income that the user might have been spending on other things to improve his lifestyle or to support his lifestyle have now stopped and is directed to the HELOC and eventually to the mortgage payments themselves. If it got put into the mortgage, he did not spend it on other things for his lifestyle. Let's review the MMA account. The early payoff of a home loan requires additional prepayments, meaning more money from your salary is applied to the mortgage. The MMA account does not change the fact of life, but it does try to charge you $3,500 to try to muddle the reality. The lower your discretionary income is, the slower your mortgage payoff will be. Borrowing from the HELOC to pay off the mortgage only makes sense when the HELOC rate is lower than the mortgage rate. Otherwise, you'll end up spending more money on HELOC interest than you end up saving on mortgage interest. If your HELOC interest rate is lower than your mortgage rate, and the difference is relatively small, and the HELOC balance is small, then it will be extremely difficult for you to even recoup the opportunity interest costs on the $3,500 software with the HELOC shuffle game. The contribution from optimizing your monthly cash flows using the HELOC is generally peanuts, unless of course you have monthly cash flows in the tens of thousands of dollars a month. The interest savings provided by leveraging the money with the HELOC is generally lower than the software cost plus its associated interest. If you take the $3,500 software cost, apply that to the loan, and just make the $1,000 prepayments that the MMA system prompts you to use, in the end, you will have $10,000 more than if you had used the MMA system.